On this episode of the Greatest Wisco Outdoorsman, I take you on a hunt with my first deer ever called Forkchop. The property that we hunt is a 190-acre property, and it's got everything you could ever want for deer hunting. It has pines, it has deep wooded areas, it's got open fields, and it's got a beautiful plot of food right next to it off to the side of the road. So I first started getting excited about hunting earlier this year when I had first seen an 8-pointer come across on our cameras. And so from there on out, I was going ahead and checking cameras constantly every weekend, putting new SD cards in, checking all the pictures, putting them into a spreadsheet, everything I could do to try to track these deer as best as I could. We first started seeing Forkchop on camera in the early parts of 2020, and he was a great bodied deer, but had a very small rack as he was a forker. So the funny part about this hunt is that on Sunday, I went to go check trail cameras, and that Sunday I had seen Forkchop as well as 2 other 8-pointers on the cameras come in consistently during the day and in the early evening at about 4 o'clock p.m. each day. And so I decided that I had really wanted to pursue this on Monday. So on Monday, I went home all the way from my camper to grab my bow because it wasn't up at the camper, and I was stuck up here due to coronavirus. Started walking out to the stand at about 3 o'clock, and I couldn't have worn anything more obvious to a deer that I was a deer hunter. I literally had red shoes on, I had jeans, and a camo jacket. Figured out that my pants that were camo were not washed and they were in the dirty laundry, and just did not have them. So I went out with whatever I had. The thing about white-tailed deer is that they get spooked very easily by any sense of smell or any little small tick or snap that alerts their hearing system. And so you can see from this footage in the tree, and this is completely raw footage, that my camera was actually turned sideways because he jumped me. I never saw Forkchop coming in. I was looking at turkeys off to the side of the road, and he came in, and I had to put my release on, and when I put my release on, he instantaneously looked up at me. And so I let it sit for a couple seconds. He put his head back down, started going back to whatever he was doing, and when I had drawn back on him, he was looking straight at me, and that's when I knew I just had to let the arrow fly, and the rest was history. I hope you enjoy the hunt. I hope to have many more videos come like this, but in Wisconsin, you only get 1 buck tag a year. Possibly going to go out for gun hunting season after another buck. We have another 4 8-pointers on the land, as well as a 6-pointer. So hopefully we can drop another buck this year, but we're just going to have to see. As it is hunting, it's up to the deer.
Hey guys, we are in the stands. This is a new stand that I'm in. Found it on public land, so public is public, and I've had people sit in my stands before too. We got 2 really nice 8-pointers on this part of the land, as well as a 6-pointer and a 4-pointer right in this area. So hopefully we can go ahead and get one tonight. Drop one. There's also not really a lot of nice doe. But right now, up in the tree stand and gotta be quiet for the rest of the time. So hopefully we can drop one. I just shot Forkchop. Oh, right over top of the the left shoulder. Couldn't have placed a better shot. I definitely wanted to wait for one of the bigger deer, but that was my first deer kill with a bow, with anything. I got him. Oh, I don't know what to say. Oh my goodness. I'm at a loss of words right now. My hands are tingly. The camera wasn't turned on right away. Thank goodness it did. Pulled back on him. He was literally 10 yards out. He heard me draw back, and I just literally put my 10 on him and just dropped it as soon as I could. Oh my goodness. I got Forkchop. Alright, we got a deer. We gotta go get it now. Okay, update. Got out of the tree. So Forkchop has shot him, I believe, above the left-hand shoulder. And so I got out of the tree stand after calling my dad, and gonna pack up my stuff here, just get some stuff for cleaning the deer and tracking it down and stuff like that. And then gonna wait about 20 minutes before I go back in after him. Hopefully I can get him tonight. It's a little bit warm out, so hopefully the meat doesn't expire quickly. But I don't know what else to say right now. I'm kind of at a loss for words. That I just dropped my first deer. It couldn't have been much better. He definitely, I don't know how he didn't bolt off, because he walked up on me super quick, didn't see him. And then I had to put my release on and stuff like that, and was able to pull back on him really quick and just drop him as quickly as possible. But yeah, so we're gonna go track him now, and then from there, darn squirrels. From there, then clean them, and then get them to the processor in the morning. And I will have taken my first buck, my first deer, and my first deer with a bow. So it's a night of a lot of emotions, and a lot of hard work has really paid off. So I guess I'll check back in with you while tracking him down. Alright, the first sign of blood right there, maybe 15 yards off of the some down there too, if I will focus in. And here we have my arrow, so we're on the right track. Something is like groaning over there, and I really hope that that's not the deer. Alright guys, I don't know how good the light is here. My dad's really been helpful so far all night. So the deal is that basically I shot the deer, it ran across a small patch of field, went by my dad's old hunting stand, went into the thickest of thick brush possibly ever could have been, and I let him sit for about 20 minutes until I came in. My dad said just kind of go in after him just a little bit, but you know, don't pressure him too much. And when I got to a certain point, all of a sudden I heard him pick up and then tip over a stump. So if you look just to the camera's left, my right.
Walk up to it.
If you look up to the, just follow me here. I think if I can see, I don't know where we are right now. Oh, right here. Wow, that is a fantastic buck. I don't know how my dad's getting hit with trees here, but oh wow. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get him out of here first, and then we're gonna show him to you in an open field. That's where I shot him. Where was that? That was a bad shot, wasn't it?
A little high.
A little high.
Trevor, he's down.
He's down, he's dead, and that's a darn big deer. Little forker. Nothing crazy for a rack, but I'm after the meat, not the rack. As much as I would have liked to have dropped an 8-pointer tonight, still a fantastic first deer for me. First deer with a bow, first buck, first deer ever. It's just
excited.
I'm so happy that we found it. I'm so glad that I called my dad, because I felt confident in tracking, but it's very nice to have a second set of eyes, because we kind of got backtracked and went the wrong way or whatever, but we found them. So we're going to get them out, we'll show them to you, and then we're going to clean them up, and then we'll go ahead and get some meat. All right, guys, we got Forkchop. Forkchop was on my original Moultrie camera back in the Pines, Pine Road a little bit more, and I actually had seen some other guy's camera that had stolen my SD card, so I thought I'd take a look at his pictures quick,
and it looked like Forkchop had moved over towards another part of the field. So I sat up in there, and I was able to take a nice 10-yard shot on him. Didn't have the cleanest of shots, that's on me, but we'll get better from there. But it's a really beautiful, nice first deer. I want to thank my dad hugely for coming all the way from Appleton, an hour drive to come help get this deer. There's no way I would have been able to track it, find it, muscle it out of the woods, because it was deep back in there. I also want to thank Michael Scheffler for helping me set up tree stands this year and helping me find some other cameras and stuff like that, and getting some really nice bucks on camera. But again, could not be happier with my first deer being a forker, a little 4-pointer, Forkchop. You will be missed, but thank you very much.
You'll taste really good. Congratulations, Trevor.
So I don't have any other words to say, but just thank you everyone for all the support and stuff like that. And through all this, my entire family's battling COVID, so this is kind of a really nice pick-me-up to get through this. So
especially when you might have COVID.
Yeah, I might have COVID. I might test positive, most likely.
We'll get that tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll figure that out tomorrow. But man, this is a beautiful deer, and we got to gut him out and get him home. But he's gonna taste very delicious, and I don't have anything else to say.
All right, good job, Wordy.
Woo,
it's raining.
All right, we gotta go. Let's go.